And a wonderful day, everyone. This is Owen McCafferty speaking again, thanks to the kindness of Professional Fusion, to bring you ideas and thoughts that have occurred in my daily practice of accounting, tax, practice management for my clients throughout the country, in fact, throughout the world. And I'd like to bring into bearing a new topic area, and that is planning for potential transactional interest in your practice. Not necessarily all of it, but possibly part of it. And that seems to be more of an issue because remember, I promised that we would be talking about things that occur in the practice that I have, as well as with the folks in my firm, including my dear son, Hugh, my partner, and what we have to deal with in terms of the process for planning. Here we are in December of 2024, but again, this could hold true for 25, 26, 27, or any time in the future. Planning now in December for a possible transition. It could be a partial, like a sale of 5%, 10%, a gifting in some instances, or an acquisition, a repurchase of shares. The time to do the planning for it is December. It seems that the planning process will yield the most in terms of timeliness of information, transactional opportunities, if you anticipate and start to do the process for planning in December. So let's talk a little bit about some ideas. First of all, do your billing. December is a great time to make sure that you're collecting on all of your receivables and that your income stream is appropriate. Make sure that this time is being availed. Now, for those patients that you might have who have medical insurance and are at the end of their deductible period, you're probably very busy and have been very busy from October through December, and folks wanting to take advantage of already having met the deductible and wanting to see you last minute. So of all the times that you could take a few minutes to take a breather or take days off or vacation, it's not in the period from October through December, because you have motivated patients that want to see you and make sure that they can take full advantage of third-party indemnification, that is medical insurance. So if you're thinking of selling your practice, now is the best time to make yourself so available so you can pick up all of the necessary income stream. That also holds true for your staff. So for those individuals that are income producers, so for example, in veterinary medicine, that would be doctors of veterinary medicine, as well as licensed technicians, you most definitely want to encourage your folks not to take vacations in October through December. It's even more important in dentistry, where there is third-party indemnification. In veterinary medicine, it's under 3%. In dentistry, it could, in a particular practice, it could go to up to 70 or 80%. Even more if you're in a fully indemnified practice. So that's very important. And then, of course, our good buddies in dermatology, the best time in the world to gain advantage of a high deductible is when you have the time to see a doctor. And for the patient base, they'll take off towards the holidays. And that's the best time in the world for them to see you. Now, in dermatology, December could be Mohs. Now, obviously, the process of a Mohs surgery will leave some sort of markings that will take a time for healing. But in December, when especially your deductibles have been met, from a patient standpoint, it's a wonderful time to see your doctor and take care of those pesky things that require attention. It's also a great time to see your dermatologist, to schedule things that would be needed, and a good checkup. So this is the best time for not only this year, but to mark your calendar for next year and to provide possibly motivation to your doctors and producing staff members that they can possibly take a vacation at a different time. One idea is in the periods of time when you're not as busy, especially in the Northeast in January and February, it might not be a bad idea to add an extra vacation day for somebody who would defer their vacation to those days. It's not necessarily something that you have to pay, but if you provide free time, it's a good idea. Also, from the standpoint of generating an income stream for those doctors, for the most part, that have hit their Social Security base, not the Medicare add-on base, but the Social Security base, wages that are earned towards the end of the year obviously don't have the same employer and employee contributory factor. And ultimately, that generates an income stream. So as we had said before, when you're trying to show the best possible transactional opportunity, adding additional income stream and collections in December certainly does not hurt, especially if you're selling partial interest in your practice. Now, from the standpoint of expense, we've been long-term proponents of the accrual method of accounting. The accrual method of accounting is a superior form that recognizes income as earned and expenses as incurred, not paid. When you're on a modified cash method, you will distort the true financial position and results of operations for your practice. So if you are in a modified cash method, you may want to look at trying to be consistent in terms of paying your bills. Don't overpay. Don't try to take those mythical deductions by accelerating. Don't try to buy a lot of inventory because the inventory itself, if not used, becomes an opportunity for theft. But just to conduct yourself in the matter of normal course and to think long and hard and talk with your accountant about possibly flipping to the accrual method, where financial position and results of operations are measured in a superior form. Incidentally, if you're selling your practice, that's also a great add-in because what it provides is an opportunity to measure the and match the generation of income with the incurring of costs and expenses. So with all of those things in mind, just a few ideas. December is a great planning period, especially if you're thinking of a transaction. Get things done. You save a lot of money because then you don't have to have artificial closings throughout the year in order to come up with the true financial position and results of operations. So this is the time to do it. This is the time to arrange discussions with your accountant, with your attorney, and to plan for the future. So with that in mind, I want to say a very merry and blessed Christmas and a wonderful new year. This is Owen McCafferty. Looking forward to seeing you in the future through videos or possibly, since we're getting now into seminar season, to see you at one of the many great professional meetings that occur. Take care.